you guys these stats, I don't know if you guys would necessarily. You guys would be hyped.
Oh yeah, by far.
So we
Oh, yeah.
cannot.
No, I'm excited. I mean, obviously, it's always been a rebuilding year. It's kind of
Yes.
the joke in Cleveland. But I think what we're on track. My prediction, at least, is we're on track to win. I would say 4.
Yeah.
Some would say, oh, we're gonna go over 500. There's no way we're gonna go over 500.
Yes.
I think that's just ludicrous.
Oh, yeah.
So I think we are going to go 4 at the most. And that's fine. I'll take 4. I think a lot
Yeah.
of Browns fans will take 4 after how many years we have just not done well.
Oh yeah, that's what they say. That happiness is directly linked with your expectations. So Browns fans don't expect to see
No.
the Browns in
No.
the Super Bowl this year.
No, obviously not.
So it's a process, but they're on the right track.
By far.
So I'm from Chicago, so I'm a Bears fan, naturally. And they're all right this year. I mean, I think the big story in Chicago is Khalil Mack and how dominant he is.
Yeah.
So the Bears, I believe, in Khalil Mack have a 2018 Defensive Player of the Year winner in him. He is ranked first in sacks and first in fumbles forced.
Wow.
So their defense is looking great, but their offense is lacking as usual. There's a lot of hype around Trubisky and how
Yeah.
good he can be. I still need to see a little bit more of him before I make a judgment.
Mm-hmm.
So they're ranked 26th, in total offense,
Yeah.
19th in first downs, and 28th in passing offense. And their running game isn't bad with Howard and Trubisky. So I think they're on the up and coming, but I still think they have a lot of process to make. I actually don't think that they are as good. I think they're actually going to be probably similar to the Browns this year. So.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I feel like the Bears are a very solid team. I mean, Khalil Mack was huge.
Yeah.
I know one of my 8-man, one of my roommates in my 8-man was very, very excited that
Yes.
that morning he woke up. He was like, "Wow, we just got
Yeah.
Khalil Mack."
Oh yeah.
So I think he's a good asset for the Bears by
sure.
far.
For sure. So now that we're on to week 4.
Yep.
Eric, you want to break down the power rankings this
Yeah,
week?
let's look at these power rankings. So in first we have the Rams. They've just been a very dominant force. I think
Yes.
anyone watching could see that. Next we have the Chiefs in second, Jaguars in third, Eagles in fourth, Vikings in fifth, Dolphins in sixth, which I've always been surprised that the Dolphins
Yes.
came back from
Undefeated,
being behind
playing
undefeated. Yeah. Seventh you got the Saints. I mean, Drew Brees is just unreal.
It's Drew Brees.
Yeah. And Steelers number 8, Bucks 9, and Ravens are 10th.
And what I'm thinking of doing for this podcast is doing kind of a weekly update. So I'm not doing fantasy football this year. I usually do, but this year I skipped it because it's kind of a lot to follow the league and
Yeah.
make sure you're switching out your rotations every week. But Eric, you're in a fantasy football league.
Yep.
And you're doing pretty well this season, right? You're undefeated.
I actually lost last week.
you
Yeah,
lost
I
last
did.
week. I'm
I know.
sorry.
I lost to one of my 8-man
Oh, dang.
by very, very slim margin. I was very, very upset. But this week I'm going up against the guy in my 8-man that's not the best.
Okay.
So it'll
that
be
should be
easy dub.
bring up the record.
Definitely. My team's not bad. I did drop a few players last night only because of their injuries. I think 3 of my players got injured last night. But as I mentioned before, the one guy in my 8-man from Chicago has a very unreal team. He has, and let me read this off to the people at home and listening, tuning in wherever. Drew Brees, Gordon, Kamara, Diggs, who put up 23.3.
Wow.
Yeah, Hill, Burton, Smith-Schuster, Chicago defense, and Tucker. And he averages very over 130 points.
130,
Yeah, it's
jeez,
crazy.
that's
Over that. I mean, one
Over.
game he almost was projected at 200. So,
Wow.
Drew Brees put up 40 last week. Just crazy, insane. My team, yeah, it's not bad. Definitely these mid-season trades are going to be pretty real, I guess,
yes.
my 8-man. So
Oh yeah.
we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it plays out this week.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
but yeah.
So on to baseball. Eric, want to break down baseball?
Yeah, sure. So this week in baseball, the Red Sox clinched the best record in the MLB. It's pretty big for the Red Sox. I'm not a Red Sox fan from Cleveland, obviously, but the Red Sox, Indians, Astros, Braves, Cubs, and Brewers all clinched spots in the playoffs. The A's clinched the wild card spot as well as the Yankees. Don't like the Yankees, but
Yeah.
I can't.
I don't think a lot.
Yeah, I don't think a lot of people do. I was gonna talk about this article I read about how kind of hitters and sluggers in general have actually gone from 6'4" to now 5'9" is the new normal.
That's interesting.
It is very interesting. You would think that these massive sluggers like the Aaron Judges of the world would be kind of the norm. It's actually not. You have Jose Ramirez from the Indians, Mookie Betts from the Red Sox, and Jose Altuve from the Astros, who are 5'9", 5'9", 5'6" respectively.
Jeez.
They all have OPS pluses, which is a slugging combination, which is kind of it's a scalar based on the whole league. So Jose Ramirez has an OPS plus of 154. So 100 is the average. He has 154. Okay. Mookie Betts from the Red Sox, who's just an insane hitter. Mad respect for the man. He has 182 OPS plus. He has an OPS of 1.05, just a raw OPS of 1.05, which is just crazy. And then finally, Jose Altuve, who a lot of people know. He's a very, very small, fast, and just ruthless at the plate. 5'6", OPS of 135. It's crazy. Since the expansion era in 1961, only 8 times has a position player of 5'9" or shorter complied with the OPS of 155 or better. And we're seeing that this is a general trend in the league, that shorter, faster, slugging people are taking over and becoming dominant.
Oh, yeah.
Benintendi from the Red Sox said that height doesn't matter anymore, and he's 5'10", and which is, that's the average height. But
yeah,
it's like, if he's saying it, you can definitely tell.
Are those? So I don't follow baseball, but are those outfielders? Are those infielders? Are they coming? Because I know Judge is an outfielder. Right?
Judge is an outfielder. Okay. Ramirez is second base, or third. Second base. Mookie Betts is infield. I think they're all infield. Yeah.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah. So no, it is interesting. But yeah, you have like Aaron Judge, who is just
he's a dominant.
Yeah.
He's basically the size. I looked at a picture of him. He's like the size of LeBron.
Oh yeah,
basically.
Easily.
He's LeBron.
Yeah. So imposing. Yep.
Talking about LeBron.
Speaking of LeBron.
NBA's quiet over the summer, naturally. Not much going on. The trade deadline is far and past. But the big thing that happened this summer is LeBron going to the Lakers. I'm a big fan of it.
I'm not.
Not?
No, not at all. I think I've always been a Cavs fan first, LeBron fan second. I think that's very, very different than most of my friends at home who are LeBron fans first. I think he's is the best player in the league currently.
I agree.
I think the stats back that up. I just don't see the bandwagoning of him.
I see.
I think it's one man, and I think following a team, for me at least, is far better and far more loyal. And so that's why I'm always a Cavs fan.
Loyalty.
And the loyalty to the Cavs. So I think he will do well in the Lakers. He's a very strong team.
Yes.
But
I think also at that stage in his career, where he's in the kind of the back half of his career, I think it's tempting to want to live in the sunny sunshine of Los Angeles instead of the brutal winters in Cleveland. So.
Exactly. Yeah, that's true. And he has so many connections there too. His wife, they said, had a lot of say in this, and she apparently liked LA better because they have a house there.
Yes. And he's on that. He's doing Space Jam 2.
I saw that.
Already in production. That's exciting.
Wow, that is exciting. That'll be fun to watch.
So yeah, he's going to be doing a lot of production, I hear, with this company. Basically living the LA lifestyle in tandem with basketball. All right, so we're going to take a quick music break. Yeah. And we'll be back in about, I don't know, how long?
Probably, let's say 3 songs.
3 songs. Okay, sounds good.
All right. For some headlines. The following news headlines do not suggest a bias on behalf of WZBC or WVBC under any circumstances. The following is for educational purposes only. If any opinion is expressed in the following, they are not reflective of WZBC or WVBC, respectively. Now for this week's headlines. The big news of the week was the Kavanaugh hearing on Thursday, where Justice Kavanaugh's accuser, Dr. Ford, testified before Congress from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Kavanaugh testified from 2 p.m. until 6 p.m. Ford said she was 100% convinced that it was him and it was not mistaken identity, as 2 men have come before and said she might have confused him for them. And I quote, "I am not here today because I want to be. I'm terrified. I am because I believe it is my civic duty to." She detailed that there was loud music and that she was at a country club before going to the party because she was going for a swim. Kavanaugh opened his deposition with the fact that Dr. Ford's longtime friend said she does not recall the event at all. He pointed out that she has declined to appear in court. Kavanaugh also said that the whole process was politically motivated. He's quoted saying that a few Democratic senators have called him evil, Kavanaugh has said in his defense that he has kept calendars since he was in ninth grade, since his father told him to. And he said that summer he was not around the area where she said he was. He was out of town. And then he said that his group of friends, including, quote, Matt, Denise, Lori, and Jenny, unquote, were not on his calendar. Therefore, he was not there. Now, many of you may be asking what happened after this. Well, the Senate Judiciary Committee voted him out 11-10. They are a recommendative body, and so he then will go to the full Senate to get voted on at the end of the week. President Trump ordered a 7th FBI investigation of the nominee Brett Kavanaugh, as asked for by Democrats and Republicans during the Senate Judiciary Committee hearing yesterday. More will be revealed by the end of this week. For some news outside of our borders, last night there were 384 killed, tragically, in an Indonesian earthquake and tsunami that wrecked the island of Sulawesi. China has accused President Trump on allegations of election meddling for the 2018 election. This comes after trade tensions between the two countries has escalated. President Trump said that China's propagandistic efforts dissuade people in the heartland of America by running ads and articles on social media saying that the tariffs are bad, especially for those in red districts. China has responded saying that they are not using election meddling tactics for the 2018 election. Danish police operations temporarily shut down major bridge ferries from Sweden and Germany into the country. This is due to the search of a black Volvo V90 car registered for Sweden, where they said the Danish police said that the occupants are accused of very serious crimes. And finally, Poland has been taken to EU court in Brussels over their controversial judicial reforms that led to the resignation of top Supreme Court justices who are by and large liberal. The hearing will be next week, and it will see how the EU will handle these illiberal actions by Poland and the Polish courts.
Welcome back. That was a quick little music break we had there.
Yeah, welcome back.
Yeah, so in this block of the podcast, we are going to be talking about kind of just random things, either BC-related news, and hopefully in the future we want to bring on some guests to talk about certain subjects. But this week, the focus is going to be things going on around BC.
Yep.
I think it was 2 weeks ago was
Yeah.
Stokesett. So 2 weeks ago was Stokesett, which is basically, for those who don't go to BC, listening in, is a concert they put on in the fall on the Stokes Quad, which is kind of the main area of the campus. And they brought Daya this year.
Yeah.
Who I had no idea.
No idea. But apparently she's very popular among the females.
The females,
in
yes. The very basic kind of like
pop
beats
music.
and bop music, like what you turn on the radio to hear.
Yeah.
And I think she had like one song that blew up a few years ago.
Yeah, it was something about I forget what it was about.
I forgot what it was named. But last year we had Nico and Vince, who's kind of a similar story. They had a song that blew up a few years ago, but now they're not as popular. The song "Am I Wrong?"
Yeah.
So that's the thing we want to talk about was concerts in general at BC.
Mm-hmm.
So we have Stokesett in the fall, and then in the spring we have something that's called Modstock, and that's held on the parking lot right outside the Mods, which are seniors housing living space.
Yep.
And last year they brought on B.O.B.
Yeah.
I did not go, but Eric, you went.
I did, and I went with one of our correspondents, Austin, who will probably be featured on the show next week. We went, and it wasn't bad. He didn't sing for that long.
How long?
I want to say it was like 20 minutes.
20 minutes.
So
and how long was the Modstock itself?
I think about 2.5 hours.
Wow.
So they had like
That's kind of
other
a steal.
people. They had a DJ. And now, mind you, the mod lot's very small, so it was very pretty cramped and stuff.
Yeah.
But it was fun.
It was fun.
I
Yeah.
recommend it to a lot of people.
I'll try to go this year, but that's
should.
crazy that they only brought him for 20 minutes,
Yeah.
and they kind of hyped it up as if it was some big
Yeah.
concert for a good hour. So
Right. Well, and also, you have to wait in line for these tickets, and I waited in line for like an hour for
that's
my
right.
ticket. Yeah, it was like, wow, okay.
And
But
is everybody?
it's-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is everybody guaranteed a ticket?
No.
Or no? You need to get in line. They
Yeah,
have like
first come, first serve.
first come first serve. Sure, right.
Yeah. But-
Yeah.
But yeah, I recommend it. I definitely do. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
People love it. Obviously, keep coming back with it.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'll probably try to go this year. We don't know who's coming yet, but hopefully it's someone who is fresh and popular
Yeah,
that everybody knows.
Definitely.
Next up, there's a lot of controversy this year because BC has stopped serving its famous late night.
Yeah.
So you want to explain kind of late night?
Yeah, so late night is a period after 8 p.m. Where they'll serve chicken tenders, mott sticks, fries. What else do they have at
Just
late
like
night?
a lot of fried food.
Yeah,
That's
like
not very good for you.
like good tasting food, but not good for you
Not
food.
good for you, yes.
And they did away with it, but now they brought it back.
They brought it back.
They brought it back. They said, you know what, because a lot of people complained. People put stickers on their computers saying "Save late night."
Save late night.
People were protesting.
Jeez.
It was a very, very tense scene.
It's over chicken tenders.
Over chicken tenders.
Must be pretty good.
They are pretty good.
Yeah.
Had a few too many.
Had a few too many.
But it's back, and so now it's back, and it's good as ever.
It's good as ever.
Yeah, they have pizza now on lower and stuff like that.
Okay.
So yeah, it's not bad.
That's good.
Yeah, so I mean, I doubt it will go away anytime soon.
Oh yeah, I think they realized the mistake they made.
Yeah.
The second they did it. So.
Right. It is tough, but glad it's back. I don't think BC dining's that bad. I think it's a little bit expensive, but besides that, I think it's nothing to really complain about.
Yeah.
So. Speaking of concerts, we had the BC Pops on the Heights last night.
We did,
and I didn't go. And I don't think you went either.
I did not go.
No. But this year it featured Lionel Richie.
Wow.
Yeah,
that's a big name.
Big name. They brought in Lionel Richie. The BC Orchestra played with them.
Okay.
And it was all set up, decorated in the Conti Forum, which is our main ice rink and basketball arena. And yeah, he sang. And my roommate from last year went. He posted on his Instagram story, Lionel Richie is here. And I was like, wow, Lionel Richie is there.
Jeez.
So.
And that's what surprises me is that for the student concerts, they don't bring, and these are kind of, I haven't been, but what I've seen on either Instagram stories or Snapchat stories is that these are really big events where they fill out the whole hockey stadium.
They do.
To the brim. And I know last year they brought John Williams, the composer for all the Star Wars movies. So
they did, yep. I went to that one last year with my parents, and it was a lot of fun. Yep, it was cool to see John Williams. It was pretty awesome. But yeah, it was pretty cool. And then so that's basically concerts at BC and kind of concert culture. Really the big ones are Stoke Set, BC Pops on the Heights, and Modstock. Modstock being kind of the culminating event of the year.
Yes.
Kind of want to shift gears now and talk about BC sports because we didn't cover it in the last block, but I think it fits better here.
Oh yeah, we are doing phenomenal this year.
Phenomenal. Boston
College. For the past few years have not been known for its sports.
Nope.
I mean, being in the ACC, it's difficult to do well when you're playing teams like Notre Dame, North Carolina, Clemson.
Sure.
But this year, the football team is 3-1. Unfortunately, we were 3-0, but we lost to Purdue, who was 0-3, so that's a little disappointing.
Very disappointing.
But today we are playing the Temple Owls here at Alumni Stadium, and that should be a win.
It should be. More or less.
Yes, well, hopefully. So I don't know if we're ranked now, but before this, we were actually broke into the top 25 rankings by ESPN. We were ranked 23rd, and that was the first time since 2008 that Boston College has been a ranked football team.
Yeah.
So that's exciting.
It's very huge. Huge for the program and stuff.
Oh, yeah. It's very big for the program.
Yeah. No, it's awesome. It was cool when that was that. But obviously we really kind of, I don't know what happened with the Purdue game. Just kind of got away from us. Yeah. I think we threw a touchdown pass into a sea of defenders, intercepted, went to the 20th yard line. I'm like,
I think Anthony Brown threw maybe 4 interceptions or something.
Yeah,
like that.
it was not a great showing, but hey, bounce back. I think Temple will give us a good way to slow down, see our problems, and kind of focus on those. Definitely.
But they are improved. I'll tell you that. I mean, we're only sophomores, but remember last year the offense wasn't really running. I mean, they were just doing up the middle every single drive, but now they're passing the ball, actually running routes, not like just kind of like standard, kind of just straightforward runs.
Halfback dives.
Exactly.
Every other play, yeah.
So they're looking nice. But then the basketball team, I have no idea how they're going to be doing this year.
Yeah.
Last year, they were very good. They didn't go to the they didn't go to March Madness. I don't know. It's been a while since they've been to March Madness.
It has. I don't know when the last one is. Let me look this
up. That up. But last year was a great year. The standout player was easily Jerome Robinson.
By far.
He declared for the NBA draft over the summer. And I think he shocked the world because he was projected to go middle to late second round, but he was drafted 13th in the lottery first round by the LA Clippers. And that was definitely a good boost to the Boston College sports scene.
1994
1994
was the Elite Eight.
Okay.
2006 was the last time we went to the Sweet 16. And then we went to the tournament last time in 2009.
2009. Wow. So it's been
2009.
almost a decade.
Yep.
That is a
It's been a while.
crazy. I actually didn't go to any basketball games last year, but I want to try to go this year. I know we're bringing North Carolina.
Yep.
So that should be good.
Yeah,
And
what is the BC schedule for this year?
I'm not sure if it's released. It actually should be released.
It should be, yeah.
Also, from the last year for basketball, as I talk about how last year was such a great year for the team, Boston College beat at home undefeated Duke.
Yep.
Yes, we still talk about that day.
It was a great day.
It was a glorious
Great
day here
day.
at the Heights.
Yeah,
I remember it was a snowy day.
Yep.
It was
It was the first
perfect.
snow.
First snowy day.
Yeah.
It was a very
It was-
good.
it was
It was a good
unreal.
day.
It was on a Saturday.
Yes.
It was packed. It was, absolutely full. It was first snow. You walk out and it's snowing. We beat Duke. I mean, of all teams
of
to
all
beat.
teams, yeah.
It was a crazy game. Unreal atmosphere. I don't think the campus stopped partying until like 2 a.m. that next day. I think it was awesome.
Yeah.
Great atmosphere. This year we are. I have the schedule pulled up. I'm trying to see how you read this. What is home and what is away? Oh, okay, so we have Milwaukee at home.
Yes.
St. Francis College, IUPUI, Minnesota, Sacred Heart, Providence, Columbia, Fairfield, Hartville. UVA is home.
Oh, wow.
UVA is home. Florida State is home.
Okay.
Syracuse, Notre Dame is at home. Wow. Okay. Miami, Louisville, UNC at home, NC State at home. And that's the
exciting.
season. So it is exciting.
That's a great thing I like about BC is that being in the ACC, you play great teams. Even if BC isn't great in some sports, you get a show with the other teams, which is amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, midterm season is here.
It has arrived.
It has arrived.
It's early. We usually have 2 midterms and a final, but we are well into the midterm season here. The libraries are packed. It's hard to find a spot to study. Where do you usually study?
I usually go to BAPS.
BAPS? Yeah.
BAPS is my favorite. And obviously that's packed now.
That is packed, yeah.
Yeah. I think even this morning it was packed. I had a friend who was there and it was already packed.
Wow.
Yeah. So, and it was I think when we got here, it was 8:30?
8:30.
So 8:30 on a Saturday and people were studying. Like, wow.
Last thing is like getting a studying seat is almost like going to the beach. You get there early, lay your towel out, get your seat, and then you have it for the whole day.
Right. Not as relaxing as the beach, though.
No, not at all.
Not at all.
It's cold. It's
cold. It's depressing.
It's depressing.
But
yeah,
it is. Yeah, it's what you have to do.
You have to do. It's a grind. But
where do you go? Where do you go to study?
So that's the thing. So I was a BAPS guy for a while, and now I try O'Neill one day, and I could not find one seat in there. It was packed. I went to BAPS, it was packed. So the nice thing with our dorm room, with every dorm room, is that it has a nice little study area. And what surprised me was that it was empty. So that was a nice gem to find to study.
Wow. Yeah, that's great.
But now that midterms are around, I found that getting a little less sleep, a little more sleepy.
Yep.
So I started drinking coffee, not every day. I'm not trying to get hooked, but only when I need it.
Right.
So of course I went to the coffee expert himself, Erik.
How are you? It's good. It's good. I love coffee. I think I've drank coffee since, let's say, 9th grade. Which sounds bad, but I really don't think it is.
Yeah.
It's I worked in a coffee shop. Was my first job.
Oh, nice. Yeah. I didn't know that.
9th grade summer was my first job. So yeah, I've always liked coffee.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
Coffee.
Coffee. I love it.
Yeah.
And then I have a coffee pot in my room first time this year. And
are those allowed?
Yeah, and 8-mans are allowed.
Oh, 8-mans. Okay, I guess I live in a double, and those are not allowed.
Yeah, and then even in quads, they're not allowed.
Wow.
So places with kitchens can have coffee pots.
That's good.
I made a pot of this very cheap Target brand coffee, and I gave it to Jacob.
Oh no, first cup.
It was not great.
No, it tasted like battery acid.
I think it was battery acid.
It was battery acid.
I'm pretty sure.
It was very bitter.
Yep.
And I remember I turned to him and said, "This is what you drink? Why? How could you drink this? It tastes terrible."
Yeah.
But it's kind of an acquired taste, so.
Yep.
it gets you up. So
I think the best places on campus for coffee, at least in my opinion, number one, Chocolate Bar. I think
Yes.
obviously that's their specialty, but I think Pete's Coffee, when done in specialty sizes, is very good. Pete's Coffee as a whole is not bad, but I do think the Chocolate Bar is ranked number one. The Starbucks in McElroy, I think, is very, very solid
okay.
because it's Starbucks affiliated.
Wait, where's the Starbucks in McElroy?
Yeah, there's a so it's a Starbucks sponsored coffee shop. So it's in that shop you go to next to the when you walk in to get the waters
I
and
see.
stuff. Yeah,
The little mart. Yeah.
Little Mart. Yep. And so they, Starbucks allowed them to use their name and their
Wow.
coffee. So yeah, I think that's very, very solid. And then I think the Rat has very, very
The
good.
Rat.
The Rat, Rathskeller for anyone at home. That was it used to be a bar, and then we turned it into a study space / cafeteria.
Yeah.
They serve lunch, and their coffee. They have 7 different types of coffees,
Wow.
all from this one company called New England's Classic.
Okay.
It's very good stuff.
Yeah.
Recommend the Columbio Supremo. It's a very strong dark roast.
Oh,
Very
no.
good.
I don't know if I can handle it.
Yeah, it's pretty good. But that's kind of coffee. And coffee's pretty big at BC, obviously, because everyone
Oh, yeah.
drinks it all the time.
Oh yeah.
So
But like if I want to find good coffee for a good price, I know Pete's is a little over.
it is.
It's a little expensive.
A little bit.
I mean everything at BC, the
It's gonna be
dining is very
expensive.
expensive. I remember like a little plate of pasta and meatballs is like $10.
It's crazy.
It's like an appetizer basically.
Right.
It's ridiculous.
It is ridiculous. I don't know what their game is, but it's certainly expensive. I think they're working on that. I want to say they are
Yeah.
because I think the people we voted in at least hopefully will do their job. I think
Hopefully.
one group said they campaigned on at least cheaper pricing, so hopefully that
Yes.
comes to fruition.
Hopefully.
But yeah, how about we queue up some Dea, B.O.B. and Lionel Richie, and we'll be back in 3 songs with a PSA.
There you go.
All right, welcome back, everyone.
Hope you enjoyed that little music break we had just there. So as we're wrapping up today's show, we want to talk about the future plans, what we're hoping to get out of the show. So yeah.
Yeah. No, so I think our general plan is in that last block we just had,
Yes.
the random block. We want to bring on correspondents like Austin Thomas, correspondents like Gerard,
Yes.
people to talk about everything from Gerard's theology, philosophy, guru,
Religion,
I would say.
yes.
Austin knows a lot about metal music,
Yes.
rock music, punk. Just kind of maybe we do other random things, but I think that's our general plan.
That's our kind of an interview setting where we want to learn kind of more about different subjects. So that's what we're hoping to do.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we're going to talk about sports, politics, give you an update on politics. Yeah, so just let us know.
Yeah, follow us on SoundCloud at it's in soundcloud.com. It's the First Stop Official. First Stop Official.
Yes.
And email us too at firststopofficial@gmail.com.
Yeah.
We have that Gmail email.
Yes.
And that is firststopofficial@gmail.com. Please send us any concerns, comments, requests. We are definitely down to take some requests of
course.
music.
Anytime.
Anything you want to hear. If you would like to rebut any of the sports analysis we had,
Oh yeah.
saying that the Browns maybe will beat the Patriots this year, let us know.
Yes. We want also to include, for more interaction, callers. So callers can call in live on the show and
Yeah.
either debate about us or debate about sports. Not
Or
debate-
about us.
or about us. I don't like what you're doing.
If you don't like us, it's fine.
But yeah, we debate about sports, kind of get like a first take ESPN show kind of going.
Yeah.
Or if you want a question that you want us to talk about or a idea, topic, we can do that.
Right.
So just to reiterate, where to find us. So soundcloud.com/firststopofficial. Again, soundcloud.com/firststopofficial. As Eric said, Gmail is firststopofficial@gmail.com.
Firststopofficial@gmail.com. See you at the next stop.